f of alpha equals a half. F of x equals the dot product of vectors m and n plus a half. M equals √3 sine x, cosine x. N equals cosine x minus cosine x. Find length C. Given the lengths of two sides and information about the corresponding angle of the missing side, find the length of the missing side. Given f of x equals the dot product of vectors m and n plus a half, m equals √3 sine x, cosine x. N equals cosine x minus cosine x. If we can find alpha or cosine alpha from f of alpha equals a half, then we can use the cosine law to work out C. C squared equals a squared plus b squared minus 2ab cosine alpha. F of x equals the dot product of vectors m and n plus a half. Substituting in m and n, we have √3 sine x cosine x minus cosine x plus a half. We want to apply the double angle formula. Sine 2a equals 2 sine a cosine a. So we write √3 sine x cosine x as √3 over 2, 2 sine x cosine x. We also want to apply the double angle formula. Cosine 2a equals cosine squared a minus sine squared a equals 2 cosine squared a minus 1. So we write cosine x plus a half as cosine squared x minus a half. F of x equals √3 over 2, 2 sine x cosine x minus a half times 2 cosine squared x minus 1. 2 sine x cosine x can be written as sine 2x by applying the double angle formula for sine 2a. 2 cosine squared x minus 1 can be written as cosine 2x by applying the double angle formula for cosine 2a. We want to apply the addition formula. So we write √3 over 2 as cosine pi over 6 and a half as sine pi over 6. Now we apply the addition formula and we have cosine pi over 6 sine 2x minus sine pi over 6 cosine 2x equals sine of 2x minus pi over 6. Because f of alpha equals sine of 2 alpha minus pi over 6 equals a half. So 2 alpha minus pi over 6 equals pi over 6, or equals 5 pi over 6. Which means alpha equals pi over 6, or alpha equals pi over 2, which implies cosine alpha equals √3 over 2, or equals 0. For alpha equals pi over 6, c squared equals a squared plus b squared minus 2ab cosine alpha equals 4 squared plus 6 squared minus 2 times 4 times 6 times √3 over 2 equals 52 minus 24 √3. So C equals root of 52 minus 24 √3, which simplifies to 2 √13 minus 6 √3. For alpha equals pi over 2, c squared equals a squared plus b squared minus 2ab cosine alpha equals 4 squared plus 6 squared minus 2 times 4 times 6 times 0 equals 52. So C equals root 52, which simplifies to 2 root 13. Think about the thought process for the previous question further and try to apply the approach to other problems, such as this one. O is the center of a semicircle. C and D are 2 points on the semicircle. Arcs BD and DC are equal. OB equals 2. BD equals 1. Find AC. You can write your answers in the comments section if you like. Can you think of other problems that can be solved using a similar approach? Thank you for watching. Hope you found this video helpful. See you next time.